Hello, I'm Joya Garcia and welcome to another edition of Campus Spotlight. Today we're at Clinton Elementary and joining us today's campus principal, Mr. Munoz. First of all, thank you for having us here on your campus.
Welcome, and we're happy to have you here at Clinton Elementary.
First, Mr. Munoz, how do you feel to be part of Clinton Elementary?
It's an honor and a privilege at the same time, but we've always also seen it as a great responsibility. We have over 700 plus kids that are in our care, and we feel an obligation to them to make sure that we provide them with everything that they need to be successful, and that we prepare them to be lifelong learners, that once they leave our campus, that they represent us well. We've seen them as our legacy, and we want to make sure that that is a legacy of success. As
a campus leader, what are some of your daily responsibilities?
One of the things, the main responsibility that I have is to make sure that the kids that are in our care have everything that they need to be successful. Whether it's materials, that the facilities are up to par, and that we have great staff members and teachers working with them. I walk around the school making sure that all the staff members are here and that the kids have what they need and that the school is ready for them.
What have been some of the campus accomplishments?
This past school year, we were the top school in our district when it came to attendance, and we take a lot of pride in that because it shows that our kids feel good coming to our campus. We also had achieved 2 distinctions in our state accountability standards. Academically, we did great. Attendance, we did great. And behavioral as well. We were the campus with the lowest amount of referrals this past year. So again, that all shows that we're doing our part and ensuring that our kids have what they need to become successful.
Now joining us is Ms. Alina's campus supervisor here at Clinton Elementary. First of all, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for coming to our school.
Now, as a campus supervisor, what are some of your daily responsibilities?
Well, we're fortunate to have an opportunity to impact the school as a whole, both in curriculum and with the parents, the students, the community. My main responsibility, though, is instruction, ensuring that our students have what they need, our teachers have what they need for success.
What have been some of the campus accomplishments?
Well, we have many to share. Most recently, we've continued to be successful with our student attendance. This second 6 weeks, we were first in the district once again with student attendance, and everyone works really hard, which we're proud of that. Our students, our parents, our teachers know that the most important thing is for students to be here in school. If they're here in school, then they're ready to learn, and so we work very hard to accomplish that.
Now joining us is Mr. Hernandez, campus supervisor here at Clinton Elementary. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me.
What are some of your daily responsibilities as a campus supervisor?
My main focus is in instruction and also making sure that teachers have the right resources and the right amount in order to implement engaging and rigorous lessons.
What are some of the campus goals and initiatives for this school year?
One of the goals in the lower grades is we're targeting literacy development, okay? And we feel that this is very important because it's a skill that is needed in all subjects, okay? And in order to do this, we're implementing literacy centers during language arts. It gives them and the teacher the opportunity to work with small group instruction where they're able to target the skills that are needed in order to be successful in TEJASLE or TPRI assessment.
Now joining us is Ms. Zambrano, school counselor here at Clinton Elementary. First of all, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for making time to come out here to interview us.
First, how do you feel to be part of Clinton Elementary and get to work with the students from Clinton Elementary?
It's been an amazing 4 years, a learning process. Indeed, our population is very different from what other campuses are. Most of our students come without proper shelter, proper clothing, and ability to have sufficient amount of food. So being able to work with these students, it inspires, not only me, I'm more than sure the teachers as well, to reach out more than what we're supposed to provide what is necessary for our students so they could, come and be ready to learn.
Now, how is your campus promoting college readiness?
College readiness is an implementation that we are making sure that, that it does get done. For the most part, we are all working hand in hand when it comes to college readiness. We have our coaches that present to our students monthly in regards of different colleges throughout the United States. In exchange, the teachers then go off and do an activity with the kids in regard to that specific college, which is our College of the Month. And the kids have the opportunity of becoming aware of colleges with different presentations, such as our presenters from Career Day. We had UTPA Career Center come in and STC Outreach. So that, you know, with that constant presentations, the students are becoming aware of college.
Now we have Ms. Ortiz, parent educator here at Clinton Elementary. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming here to our campus.
As a parent educator, what are some of your responsibilities?
My responsibilities are to try to get resources for my parents, to some of them that don't have housing issues. I can try to get resources for them, and we've been pretty successful with that this year. We worked with Buckner, and one of our parents is getting her house remodeled, I would say remodeled, or extended as well. And that's a big plus for our families.
Why is it important for parents to become volunteers and to try to be here at the campuses?
I believe it's important because the kids that we have right now, the parents that we have right now, their kids are doing really well in school because they see their parents involved in school, and they feel proud that their parents are here helping out.
What are some of the activities or projects that you're currently working on?
Right now we have the English classes going on. We have the arts and crafts going on as well, once a week. And we started a new class for them, and it's a BCFS are the initials, and it's a health and human resource company. And they are new to our area, and we're going to be having them for 7 weeks straight. And this class helps parents, if they have their children, they don't want to do their homework, they go about giving us ideas, giving the parents ideas of how to go about it to get them to do their homework. And if they don't want to go to bed at a scheduled time, they're going to give us classes on that as well. Any issues that we have, the parents are having with their children, they're going to help them work this out.
Ahora con nosotros tenemos a Miss Infante. Ella es voluntaria aquí en la Escuela Clinton. Primero, gracias por acompañarnos este día.
Gracias por invitarme.
Primero, ¿desde cuándo has sido voluntaria?
Yo tengo 5 años de ser voluntaria aquí, desde que mi niño empezó pre-kinder. Empecé yo a venir a ser voluntaria aquí en la escuela para poder ayudarle a mi hijo a salir adelante, que en lo que yo pudiera ayudarle para que aprovechara más el estudio, empecé a ser voluntaria.
¿Por qué es importante que los papás vengan a las escuelas, sean voluntarios, traten de acercarse, de estar aquí?
Es muy importante porque primero le damos seguridad a nuestros hijos, se sienten seguros. Y eso les ayuda a retener más, a poner más atención, a desenvolverse ellos solos, pero sabiendo que estamos al pendiente de ellos. Aquí yo me involucro, trato de involucrarme en todo lo que yo pueda, en todo. Pueden venir 1 hora, media hora. El chiste es que los niños vean que nosotros mostramos interés en ellos. Si nosotros les mostramos interés, ellos van a aprovechar. Ellos van a sentirse apoyados. Yo tengo el orgullo de que mi hijo va muy bien en las clases. Aprende, me ayuda con el idioma inglés. Se sienten importantes porque uno los está apoyando. Y eso es bueno, porque les da seguridad a ellos. No es nada difícil, lo único que tienes que tener voluntad de venir, un ID, una identificación, el examen del tuberculosis, el TB test, y ya, con eso tienes.
Y empieza a convivir con las maestras, con la administración, ya se empieza a sentir como en casa, ya.
Pues ya eres parte de la comunidad aquí de los maestros. Tienes la oportunidad de estar cerca de los maestros. Si tú ves que tu niño está batallando con alguna materia, los maestros te dan la confianza de hablar con ellos para sacar adelante ese problema o en ese bachecito que tiene el niño, ellos te ayudan a sacarlo, porque hay muy buena comunicación entre los maestros y los padres.
Now we have Ms. Garcia, school librarian. First of all, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for coming.
Now, first tell us, how is your campus promoting literacy?
Our campus is promoting literacy by implementing the reading challenges that we have on a 6-week basis. The first 6 weeks we did Fly Off with a Good Book, and the kids that met the challenge were able to come into the library and do a hot air balloon activity. And then we also had a balloon basket raffle, which they really were looking forward to it because it was one per grade level. And they got some books in addition to that. The second 6 weeks, we did the David Shannon activities. The kids read and learned about David Shannon, and we read several books. One of the books that we read is How I Became a Pirate, and a lot of the kids after that got to do an activity having to do with a pirate and a pirate mask, and we had a character parade. So we surely had a lot of pirates and a lot of princes, and that was very exciting for a lot of our staff dressed up as book characters, and that made the kids get excited and what have you.
And this keeps the students motivated to keep wanting to read and be a top reader, right?
Exactly. And they look forward to it, and I know that after that, I had teachers come into the library, students come into the library, when is our next challenge? For some reason or other, students like challenges. They like to compete with each other. They like to be the winners. That motivates them to read, and it's exciting because at the same time that they're reading, they're expanding their vocabulary, which will, on the long run, help them increase their grades.
Now, how are you able to do that? How are you able to maintain that learning environment between the teachers, the students, and the staff?
We just need to make sure that we model what we expect of our students. One of the things that I've always told the teachers is if you're asking it from your kids, you need to do it yourself as well. For example, we want our kids to come to school and have good attendance. We have to do that as well. If we want our kids to do well academically and to become prepared to school, we as staff members need to do that too. So it's just living what we are speaking, right? We need to walk the talk.
Anything else you would like to add?
We're very proud to be working with Pueblo de Palmas communities, with our students. We're very happy with the facilities that our district has provided for us, the curriculum, and our staff members. We have a great staff. And we welcome the community to come by, get to know the staff, get to see what the great things that our kids are accomplishing. We're here Monday through Friday. They're welcome to come in. Our teachers have a 45-minute period where they do have an opportunity to conference with parents or the community throughout the day. They just need to come in, make sure that they come in, go to the front office, sign in. We do remind them to bring in an ID so that we can ensure the safety of our school community. But our school is always open, and we're very welcoming, and we hope they come and see the great things that are happening here at Clinton Elementary.
And to our viewers, thank you for joining us in another edition of Campus Spotlight. Remember to stay tuned to KLJS TV for the latest district news.